Talk about the response you guys had to that first 5 minutes.
I think we had a great response, and we understand that every game that we come out and play nowadays is going to be a fight, and looked a little shell-shocked for a second there, but came out and responded to it extremely well.
Yeah, how are you feeling about your personal level of play?
It was a pretty good game. Honestly, for me personally, I thought I had a good game. Defensively, wasn't as good as I usually am. That was probably my lack of my game today. So fix that for next one.
They got it down to 2 points there in the third quarter. Was that a wake-up call for you guys? Because you came up back 12-0 after that.
I didn't know they got it down to 2 points.
They did.
But yeah, obviously when they make runs, big runs, for us it's a matter of trying to slow them down or stop them and flip the momentum to our side. And I think we did a good job of that and coming out on that run, that little run there, to help kind of push the lead.
What adjustments did you make between the first and second quarter?
We just kind of took it upon ourselves to fight back and understood that their size obviously is always an issue on the boards. We had to get down and get every single board we could, every loose ball we could, and then offensively just slow down and read what they were giving us, execute, and then that made it all better.
How much? Go ahead.
Talk about the threes that Napheesa made there in the second quarter, helped turn the tide there.
Yeah, absolutely. When Fee comes out and starts knocking some of those down, it's great for us. It's an extra spot where she's effective on the floor, and even in practice you see her knock down those threes. So we have absolute trust in that, and for her to come down and make those big shots was a great push for us.
How much are you looking forward to the Notre Dame game?
It's always a great time playing Notre Dame. You come into UConn and you understand the rivalry that's here before you even get here. And you have a great game against them. You play hard, and it's always going to be a great atmosphere. So I'm really excited.
What he said to you guys in terms of getting you guys to kind of maybe flip the switch a little bit?
Yeah, he told us by the way that we were playing the game is over, and obviously, we had other ideas about that. So we just kind of tried to come in and pick it up, really.
You talk about the response you guys had after that first 5 minutes. Like you guys were like different world, changed completely.
Yeah, we didn't come out ready to play. Basically, is what it comes down to, and we just kind of had to pick it up.
You had some big threes in the second quarter to really put you guys out in front. And just talk about how they were getting you the ball and getting open.
Yeah, they were leaving me open on three-point line, so I just knocked them down.
Difficult is it playing those big bodies inside for Texas?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a little tougher for me and Gabby because we are smaller posts, so we really had to help each other on the opposite side. So I think that really helped a lot because they couldn't throw it over us.
Do you feel tired at all? You went a long time without coming out of the game. I guess, but everyone wants to play 40 minutes, I guess.
Yeah. My adrenaline was going. It's always fun to play in these big games. I don't want to be on the bench, so.
I think playing with a torn labrum in your hip shows how tough you are. But, how important is toughness for you to show your teammates, for yourself, as you go forward, as you progress through your sophomore year?
I think it's really important, especially because we're not the biggest team. Obviously, when you saw us compared to Texas and Baylor, those kind of teams. So we have to be tough if we're not going to be able to, just be big. So I think that's really important for us.
Where's your toughness come from?
The want to win, I guess. Because if we're not tough, we're not going to win. So.
I thought you were going to tell me it's your brother kicking your butt during the football games when you were kids.
Nope. Other way around. I kicked his butt.
Coach just said this is a team that kind of decides what it's going to do that day. Is this a different kind of UConn team than in the past, which could have come out here and just delivered that crunching blow right away?
Yeah, we don't have as much talent as we've had in the past, but I think we're trying to work on our consistency because right now we are like a take it day at a time team, and I want us to really, like I said, pick up that consistency and deliver the same thing for 40 minutes every game.
Are you ready for Notre Dame?
Yeah, I'm excited to play them. It's always a fun game.
Coach said that he told you after the first 5 minutes of the game, you know what? Don't worry about it. They're just going to go out and pound it the rest of the game, and we'll move on from there. You guys responded. You like the way you responded today?
Yeah, we got to get out of this mindset that teams are just going to roll over, That should never be how we come out. We should kind of expect that. We should expect that physical play. Teams are coming after us, and we have to play like it.
What kind of leads to the response? You guys could have easily folded. It's a younger team, but you just have, some fight in you that just needs to be pulled out sometimes?
That is the thing. We could have folded, and I think a lot of people are expecting us to, and we want to prove them wrong, and we want to prove it to ourselves too, that we can come back and that we can fight too. We can fight just as hard, if not harder.
toward that end, do you like where this team is right now going to Notre Dame? I mean, that's obviously going to be a very difficult place to play. They are #1 in the country, but you feel like you guys are ready?
We have work to do. We have things to go over. These next couple of days, we're just going to have to be really locked into practice, going over their stuff, going over our stuff. But overall, I think this team is ready. I think this team is starting to have shown an identity. We're starting to play more aggressive, and we're starting to kind of have that UConn basketball that we've had the few past years. So yeah, I think we're ready.
How hard was it going against the bigger Texas players today?
I mean, that's always going to be tough. You have to be more physical than them if you're going to guard someone bigger, but then you got to be careful that you're not fouling, because that's more important, staying out of foul trouble. So I definitely had to try to use my quickness over their big and just help defense. We have to play team defense on big guys like that.
How much did it help you when Natalie comes in and played the way she did today and just gave you a little bit more of a presence there in the paint?
It does help, because it gives me and Napheesa a chance to go out and get some steals, that she's handling the big guys in the lane. And, we don't necessarily have to double when she's guarding the big guys, so it definitely makes a difference.
You talked about having a good feeling for Napheesa and how well she's playing. She's really stepped her game up this year, hasn't she?
Yeah, and I think she knew that we needed her too. And I think some guys always shine best, when they don't have a choice. And she definitely doesn't have a choice. We need her this year, and she's been doing awesome.
But it's not only that you need her, she has some ability to go out there and do a lot of things offensively, doesn't she?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and when her offense is going to get us going, and like I said, it kind of has to. Like, she's got to be one of our go-to guys, and she's a good go-to guy to have.
It took Kia a little bit to get heated up this year, but it seems like she's in the right place right now where you guys really need her to be also.
Yeah, she's hitting her shots at the right time, I think, and she's just letting the game come to her right now. At first, I think she was just trying to force some things that she's gotten, easier in the past before, but now teams are coming at her, and she's so talented, she's so smart that she just has to let the game come to her.
That's never really gonna complain. It just keeps playing harder and harder.
It's huge. I think Napheesa's been playing awesome, and it's been really important for us to have that from her. She steps up when we need her to, and she's probably the most consistent, finishing around the basket too right now. So we are going to feed it to her, and today I think she showed a great lead by hitting as many threes as she did and showing that she can step out there and you're going to have to guard her, but she's also going to be able to take people to the basket, so it just makes our team that much more threatening when she's playing the way she is.
You show the growth. When you guys play Florida State, you let them come almost all the way back. Today it seemed like when you guys needed to put your foot down, you were able to do that.
I think that just comes with us kind of figuring it out and playing more games too. That was one of our first games, but I think we've been doing pretty well at staying calm in these situations, and we've been playing in big games the whole season, which has been really good for us to kind of figure that out early rather than getting by on easy teams, because we've needed to be in these situations because it's really, we're trying to grow as a team and get to where we want to be towards the end of the season. So just playing in these big games has really been kind of helping us, our confidence.
Had your 100th three today. You got there faster than anyone not named Sue Bird. Just your thoughts on that?
It's cool. That's really exciting. I mean, my teammates passed me the ball, so that's on them, but I'm just going to hopefully continue to shoot more threes.
Yeah. Okay, Lou, the first half you kind of struggled. Second half, they got you on some of the curls, and you was hitting it and knocking it down. Was it something that Gino just started calling your plays, or you just started feeling it and that was the play to go to?
Well, we started running some different stuff, but I think it was just mainly me really locking in and deciding that I'm going to cut as hard as I can off these screens. I'm going to do something to impact the game, and I think that first three that I got open, Gabby sending that great screen and Feast really kind of opened up the game for me to curl, because they had to trail me after that, and it was getting my mid-range jumpers open. So they were trailing it and they were giving it to me, so I was going to take them, and I think that's just whatever the defense gives me is what's kind of pushed me through. But I think that first half I just didn't compete as much as I wanted to, and I'm not looking to have another start like that.
Did your battle with Taylor bring out that competitive side in the second half? It seemed that you were a totally different person, even with her guarding you in the second half.
Well, I think just the second half, me personally, I felt like I let my team down a little bit in the first quarter, especially. I mean, the first quarter is the one I played in, so I just felt like I wasn't not just a good player, but a bad teammate, and I really just didn't compete for them, and I didn't want to do that in the second half. So I knew, like, coming out the gate, I wanted to do something, and it didn't mean I had to score. It just meant that I had to contribute in some way and just be solid the whole entire half.
Yeah, so you contributed defensively too. You get a huge charge.
Yeah, I knew I had to step up there and take that charge, and they gave me the call, so I was happy.
It seems like you almost have that temperament that the whole team does, that you're not always going to be there, but you've responded in the right way. Do you like that about this team? I mean, it's a process, but you're hanging in there.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really key for us that each and every single one of us, if we are having a bad day or in kind of a slump, that we do respond and do something else to help the team. Because I could have easily just shut down the rest of the game, and I decided that I didn't want to do that because of my teammates. And I think the biggest thing is that I was thinking about my team, and I think we're all kind of getting closer and figuring everything out, that we want to do this for each other. So that really got me out of kind of the way I was playing.
What is the attitude this year? I mean, last year you guys came in every game dominated from the start. This year it seemed like you guys are not struggling, but it's a fight. It's a dog fight. What is the mentality of you guys this year compared to last year?
We're just trying to bring consistency. I think that we've had a lot of ups and downs, but we're kind of trying to figure out how we can bring it every single day and do the same exact thing. A big thing for us is kind of play the game the UConn way, and our coaches have really been trying to emphasize that to us, is that we need to kind of get back to how old UConn teams played, and we kind of got complacent a little bit, and I think that could be none of us are in the same role, or we had people to rely on last year that we just don't have this year, but we just need to kind of figure out how to go out every single game and play really as hard as we can with as much heart as we have.
Thank you.